Waking up at 4 a.m. is never fun, and by far it's the hardest step when trying to capture a mind-blowing sunrise from a God's eye view. Sunsets are easy. They tend to give themselves away, while sunrises keep their secrets till the last minute. From backing down super muddy trails surrounded by elk herds to basking in golden hour glory, this, my friends, is why we do it. Welcome back to my channel. The first rule to these sunrise hyperlapses is to get there nice and early. The sun's coming up. It is going to be a doozy. There's a nice cloud line along the horizon. So I'm a little bit late, if you can imagine. Those elk, what a morning that was. Elk, porcupine, there's a moose right over here. But I don't have time to film him right now. Once I get the drone up, I'm gonna sneak over there and see if I can get him. Now today I've got the DJI Mini 4 Pro and the DJI Air 3S, and I am sending them out on a mission. So I've got about 20 minutes till sunrise. It's 5:30, sunrise says 5:50 today. So usually I try and get the drone up about 10 to 15 minutes before the sun actually rises. So I'm gonna have to get on that right now. Okay, so I've got the Mini 4 up here. It's gonna be exactly the same for these two drones for the setup. So first thing I'm gonna do is get it up and kind of where I want it to be here. I'm going to start out in picture mode. So we want to go into Pro settings and get a picture of our scenery and make sure we're going to end up with what we want. So I've got this set up pretty good. ISO, I'm going to bring down to 100, take it off auto. Shutter, I'm going to leave at auto. I think the EV I'll take down to minus 0.3 so I can lift some of that later without overexposing too much. And next we're going to look at white balance, which I like to bring to around 5800. Usually I hit auto and it'll give me a pretty good idea of what I want. Between 5800 and 6000 is what I usually do, so I'm going to go with 6000. You want JPEG and RAW for the pictures, and whichever aspect ratio you're interested in. I'm gonna go with a 48 megapixel and snap my picture quick here. I'm losing time. And then you're gonna have a look at your picture. I think that's gonna be okay. It looks like I can lift a lot of those shadows. Okay, back to the flight. I'm gonna get this puppy doing some spinoramas. So while I'm flying to my starting point, I will start getting into the time-lapse mode, hyperlapse here. So I'm gonna have this drone a little higher up, and I'm gonna be doing a circle lap. So hit circle. I'm gonna check the settings. They should be similar to what I just had because I was running this on a sunrise last time. -3, auto shutter, and ISO at 100. And there we got the white balance at 6000. Now here you want to have your resolution in 4K, and you want to take the pictures in RAW. It'll save them in RAW. That's going to help you later in post if you want to really brighten up your stuff in Lightroom. So I'm going to get this drone a little higher for this lapse, and okay, circle. I'm going to pick my position there, and 2-second intervals are important. Anything more than 2 and you start to get a little jittery. If it's dead calm, I might do a little more, but you can always speed things up in post. Flight length, I always put this super long because sometimes I want to lengthen it and it doesn't allow me to. I'm going to go with 20 seconds. And the speed, I'm going to run this lapse at 1.4. Speed doesn't really matter, it's personal preference, and when the sun is coming up like this, I want the drone to kind of reveal the sun as it's rising. So I'm going to start somewhere here. On these course locks, It usually takes a little bit to get set up when you hit go. So I got a clockwise rotation, so it should go to the left here. And yeah, let's see what happens. Now for this Air 3S, I'm going to run a very similar hyperlapse. Check my settings here first. Auto, ISO 100, -3, perfect. I'm going to bring that white balance. Oh, that's giving me a way different white balance there. I'm going to warm that up a little bit here to 6,000. Raw and 4K. Okay, this is going to be a course lock. So with course lock, I got my course locked. I want to just offset the sun. I'm going to try 2-second intervals here, as I always do. I'm going to try speeding it up a little bit and see what I get out of that. I always put my exposure right below the horizon, and away we go. So 1.8 kilometers per hour, course locked, let's go. Air 3S kept thinking that it was seeing an obstacle, but there was nothing there. Maybe there were some birds coming at it. Now you gotta keep an eye on these guys, especially the Mini 4 Pro likes to, in these lower light conditions, just think that it sees an obstacle and then it'll stop, and then you gotta continue it right away or else you lose your hyperlapse. Don't just set it and forget it, because you might be super disappointed if you do. Once the sun comes up, you don't run into that issue, but when it's low light before the sun peaks, you definitely have to watch your control. Now this little glitch is a real thorn in my paw, and I thought I'd be able to fix it by turning it to sport mode, because this is supposed to cancel out all your obstacle avoidance. But from any of the times I've tried, I still run into it from time to time. Birds be swooping. Now I am running the morning laps here with no ND filters, but as soon as these chickens come home to roost, I'm going to slap an ND filter on and grab some of this beautiful golden light, take advantage of the hour and get some B-roll. This is going to be terrific. And it looks like the Mini 4 is going to be the first one to come home. So I am going to be slapping on an ND32 on both of these drones. It's something I highly suggest you have in your kit, as well as spare batteries. That way you can take advantage of this golden hour after the sunrise. I find the most rewarding part of crawling out of bed at 4 a.m. to chase the sunrise isn't the hyperlapse itself. This morning I saw elk bugling in the dawn. I got lost down back roads and I stumbled across some breathtaking scenery. Every step of this journey is part of the reward. Now, I mentioned earlier, sunsets give you a pretty good idea of what's coming, but with the sunrise, you never know. And it's that unknown that's a huge part of all this magic. It's mornings like this, when everything comes together, that make this hobby worth every hour that I put into it. We're lucky to have tools like these drones within our reach, helping us to tell our stories and sharpen our craft. And for me, that's the real draw. Not just the final clip, but the adventure it takes to get here. Every early alarm, every chance encounter with wildlife, and every stretch of golden hour light, it all becomes part of my story. If you enjoyed this journey and want to see more adventures like it, consider subscribing. It really helps support the channel, and there's plenty more to come. I'm the Jaunting Ape, and the world is yours, my friends.